everyone, look at my funky look today. Alright, so let's get started right now. I love this clothing. This is actually a workout where I can do splits, I can do all kinds of things with this, and it looks like a dress. It is a dress that I can wear even to go to the grocery store. I can even go to a party like that. Let's get started. Get your electrolyte, whatever it is you want to drink while you're working out. Take pause and breaks whenever you need. Use the weight if you want, don't use the weight. I'm going to use them a little bit. Alright, let's get started. Let's start the music and go at your own pace. Please make sure you do that. Alright, just march in place until the music starts. And warm up your body. Nice walk. Make sure you breathe. Nice deep breath into your nose and exhale through your mouth. And pick up the pace. Just warm up those legs, those feet. But squeaky back there. It was just a table that was against the wall. Feet in front. Hands on your hips. Bend your knees. I'm going to turn to show you. Just like this. You're going to add your arms. And flex, or extend I should say, your wrists as you bring one foot in front of you. We're going to take it to the side. We're just warming up. Keep your knees bent and push down into your forefoot. Bend as you bend. Your foot as forward as possible. The one that's the standing leg, and I'm going to go back, back, back. Toes pointing forward. Now your neck. Your neck is like pulling forward up, like you have an imaginary string, okay? That's stretching your neck straight up. Breathe as you push down, as your one leg goes down. Now switch to the side, ready? Side, right, left. Take all of this slower when we grab our weights. We're just warming up through all of the joints. Bend, bend, and forward. Hold it. And center. Hold it. And pick up. You're going to point. Are you ready? Instead of flexing, you're going to bring your toe in front of you. Arms are just at 90 degrees here, horizontally, they don't go up, okay? Just here. Point, point, point. And breathe out. So one arm straight out, one leg straight in front of that same shoulder. Side pointing. You got it. Knees bent. I'm going to turn to show you the side way. And you're going to take this back, okay? Back, back, push back. Feel your glutes engaging. If you don't feel, then use your hands. Put your hands on your glutes and feel those glutes hardening as you push back. Push back, push, push, right, left, right. Keep your hips square. And I'll take you to the side. Side, side. So not side, now you just keep square. So you're engaging your glute minimus here, medius. Forward, down. Now switch. Right, left, right, left, right. Now you're going to take side to side. side, 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 and extension to the wrist. Again, extend, extend your wrist, and take it back. Right leg, right, left. Feel that glute engaging as you bring your leg back. Back side, okay? The side, side, side. You're gonna stay side. Instead of pointing, you're gonna lean into that with the foot flat, the foot flat. There you go. Okay, push off, push off, push off. Push off. We're gonna do this going forward in a moment, okay? So we're gonna go into that movement. You're not staying on the center leg. Now, down, forward, forward. Don't bend so much the back leg. This way it makes you engage that glute, especially the one at the back leg, okay? So it's not you dropping into a lunge. You're just bending the front leg here, and the other leg in the back can bend a bit, putting that belly in, but don't drop your knee here, okay? Don't do that. So you lock here, stretching the hip flexors on the leg that's behind you, and on the leg that's in front. Quadricep. So lock here the back leg and bend the front leg. Side. Switch. 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 See how I can do this with this dress? It's all stretchy because it's a workout wear. I love Under Armour for this product. Amazing, I love this, my favorite clothing. I'm going to be wearing it all summer long. I should get a second one. I'll be wearing them every day. Now I'm going to take this back. So it's not going to work exactly the same going back because we usually don't walk backward. Back. Like this. The front leg stays straight and you lean back. Lean back, bring your arm forward. Lean back. Keep your foot that's behind you as straight as possible. Your knee might want to collapse in. Keep it from caving in. Arms in front of you. It's almost at the start of getting used to getting up into a plank. Keep going. Stretch that calf. The leg that's in front, you're stretching the calf and you're bringing your arms. So we're going to repeat this movement as we do it nice and warmed up. We're going to slow down all this movement, forward, side and back. But we're going to use our weights. So again, grab whatever weights you're comfortable with. While we're here, let's take a sip of a drink. And grab some weights. So this is only 3 pounds. I don't want to do something heavy. Plus, because I'm going with a bit of a beat of music, with dance movements, it will be too much on the joints. There's lots of force exerting onto the shoulder joint, even without any weights. So adding in 3 pounds is 3 pounds. Adding 5 pounds is 5 pounds. So if you only can do 1 pound, then just do 1 pound. Let's just march and pump those arms. So I like, personally, to keep my thumb like this because I need to keep my thumbs as open and straight as possible. I don't want them closed in. If you want to keep them closed, by all means do that if that's what you're comfortable with. Just keep in mind, if your hand, you're having a hard time keeping it open and you find yourself, your hand staying like this all the time, I do recommend that you do what I'm doing here. But again, you do movements at your own discretion. You may not be able to do the whole thing with your thumbs straight like this, and you might need to alternate with however you're the most comfortable. So instead of lifting on the beat, we're gonna push down in just a few counts. Now push, down, down, and we're gonna go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, elbows back. Breathe out when you go out. A few more, then we're going to alternate them to the opposite, okay? So we're going to stay up with our arms, and our legs are going to keep going, okay? Stay up, switch. Keep going. Now these socks are keeping me warm. I knew it would, but they're so cool. Cool. Shoulders down. Keep your legs out. Open, close. Open, close. My thumbs are still open on the bar, on the dumbbell. Knees bent. Tap. As you tap, bring your arms. You want to tap to one side, you bring arms horizontal. Keep bent with your knees. Now we're going to reverse. You're going to keep your arm where they are. You're going to switch arm, switch leg. There you go. Other side. When you feel with the movement that you're doing with your arms is a bit exerting, exhale on that movement. Keep going. Keep bent with your knees and tap with your toes. Knees pointing forward, feet pointing forward. Go back to center with your feet. And we're going to bring our arms in a forward motion. So we're going to first have our legs do that. Forward. You can flex, you can point, tapping, you can do whatever you want. I'm going to start with flexing. I'm going to bring my arm in an open bicep curl. 1, 2, 3. Good, you got it. Keep your arms up. Now down. And as I said that, my legs kept going. So now I'm kind of reversing it. It's just for the brain to balance it out and mix it up like this. So if you missed what I did, just pick up, do the opposite I'm doing. So left leg forward, right, left, arms up. When left leg is forward, your arms go up. But it doesn't matter. Even if you did the opposite, because I already did the opposite, we just do both. Ready? We're gonna hold our arms up while we move up, and extra count while the legs move. There you go. Now it's the opposite. Bicep curl goes when your left leg is, when your right leg, pardon me, is flexing forward. Now we're gonna point. Keep doing the same thing, just point. point. You got it. Okay, keep your arms there. There we go. Let's one more time switch to the other side. You got it. So my arms are next to my body, tucked to the side of my body, like if I had a piece of paper or a towel in my underarm and I'm squeezing it in, but gently. It's just tucked to the side. All right. If your hands are getting tired, if your hands are getting a little bit tingly or numb, put your weight down and a little bit of stretching. So we're gonna do that just in case you are at that stage, and we're gonna shake it. Shake your hand, nice and gentle. Up. I'm going to break this down in a minute, or a few seconds. Okay, let's pick up our weights again. Go down, side to side. So your legs are like if you want a sumo squat, you tap side to side. And your arms, so now your thumbs are pointing up this time, and you're not going all the way to 90 degrees here. Just keep it however you need, 20, 30%, 40%, whatever you're comfortable with your arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades back, down, back, behind, and downward toward your hips. Thumbs pointing up, knees bent. Tap, 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 tap. Squeeze your shoulder blades. And as you do that, you're tapping with your foot. You're squeezing your buttocks too. Squeeze your buttocks. You got it. And because we just do a little pulsating movement, we can go this fast and making it still safe. If it's too fast, still for you, break it down. Just like this. You don't have to go fast. Then you can go a bit higher if you want, or not. And fast again. Now you're gonna feel it in your small muscles of your shoulders. Even your deltoids on the top of the shoulders. All right. Keep your hips square forward. And you can punch side to side. So the other arm with the weight goes to the side of your body. And you stretch your arm that's in front of you forward. However comfortable. Now in doing this, and you slightly forward with your body, and you're tapping with your foot, the inside of your foot at the big toe. You're engaging your core when you do this. Stretch forward more if you can. Stay bent. Go as slow as you can, as deep as you can with a stretch. Now go forward, forward, walk forward. Now walk back, back, back. Forward again, forward. So one arm goes forward to the opposite shoulder, and the other arm goes back. When your elbow goes straight back, still keeping your weight vertical. My weight doesn't go this way, it stays here, okay? Weights together, it makes it easier. You can have them touch And you go side to side. Good for your core. And you're gonna feel it on your core, in your core quite a bit with this one. So don't overdo it with this movement. Make sure your arms are in front of you, in front of your chest, right in the middle, in front of the sternum. It roughly stays there. It goes with the torso. So my arms is not what's moving. My arms are glued and my shoulders. It's all in my hips and in my spine that is twisting, turning. Hold. So you bring your, now you're going to squaring your hips, the back leg, knee bent. Keep looking in front of you. I am anyway, because otherwise I'll get dizzy. If you want to follow and look in front of where your shoulders and your weight is going, go ahead and do that. The modification is do how I am doing it. If you tend to get dizziness, vertigo, or lightheadedness, whatever the reason is, because it's something that's vestibulocochlear, neurological, if it is cardiovascular, make sure you have checked with your cardiologist, family doctor, cardiologist ideally, that you are on the proper supplement, proper medication, proper regimen, treatment plan, and that they're okay for you to do movements like this with or without weight. Okay, now for this movement, we're gonna reach up. So we're only working the one arm, but go from up to over the head to just between your shoulder and ears. Basically, you bring your weight down, resting over the shoulder on that side, and the other one, just for balance, you're resting your thigh, your weight and your hand on your thigh. And it's a good stretch for the side here. And it's also working the other arm in a more static way, but it still is. And it's good for your core. For that belly, when you stretch, pull in, engage your glutes. Tighten your glutes. Pull body in as you reach up, and squeeze your buttocks as you bring your arm back down. Now switch side. So bring arm here and stretch. One side you will feel more tight, or you won't be able to go as far, or it takes a bit more effort. Just be mindful of that and work with that within your limits and comfort. Up. Pull the belly in, squeeze your bum. Pull your belly in, squeeze your bum. Pull your belly in, squeeze your bottom. You got it. Up, down. And tap with your feet. Other hand with the weight on the side of the body as you laterally rotate your torso. You got it. And you're getting some cardio at the pace we're going, yet we have weights as resistance. Good. If you need to take a break with your weights again, take a break, put your hands here. Pull that neck behind here in the base of your neck and stretch it up toward the ceiling like you have a string gently pulling you. And I do overhead with your arms. Up, down, up, down. The weights go horizontal. And my thumbs are straight horizontal as well. Keep your shoulders down. Put that belly in, sink down, sink down. There we go. Whew, sorry, I was gonna go too fast. I can get carried away. Okay, now I'm gonna switch. Keep your arms up. There you go. A few more. And down. All right. Roll. We're gonna do that bicep with your thumb pointing forward in just a minute. Let's just roll those shoulders. Let your body go with it. Have fun with the movement. You can add a bit of bend in your arm, working your bicep with it. If the weight is light enough, it should not be a problem. As I am using the weight, I notice that my body backed up. So that's what your body is going to tend to want to do. It's going to move away from where the weights are. All right, let's do this one. So thumbs, especially since my thumb are the way they are, I showed you earlier, they go toward your shoulder joint. Now flex one leg. If it's too fast, don't go this fast, but flex your foot and straighten the leg that you're not standing on as you shift from side to side. If this is too fast, do half with your bicep curl. That will make it easier. The next bit, we'll keep it here, and we're gonna go up half. So stay up in half, back down 90 degrees. Breathe out as you go up. Thumb toward the shoulder joint. And if you can do full, do full. Ready? And go with your right leg. As your right leg straighten, there you go. Keep going. Yes, you're not carrying heavy weights, but the breathing, make it loud and sound. It's okay. So don't go all the way down with your arms. You don't want to hyperextend your elbow. Okay, one way you have to do is your tricep. So I'm going to turn to my side, you can see. I'm going to go from here to here. Arm goes back, the other one wrist over the thigh here, okay? So the leg out in front, bring the other arm back. And ready, you're going to bend, straighten. Drop that shoulder. Cut myself with the shoulder. That could be a bit lower, so that's what I did. Breathe out and out. I'm gonna try to face you so my neck is not turning. You get the movement. Try and keep your hips as square as possible with your toes pointing as much as possible forward. And switch legs and then switch arms. So same thing. Start with your elbow bend. Straighten your arm. Same thing, I'm going to turn to show you again. Shoulder down. You can flex your foot, point your foot that's in front, whatever you prefer. Point. And have your feet as straight as possible forward. And the other arm can just rest onto your top of your thigh, adding a little bit of resistance in that quadricep movement you're doing with the front leg. So see, your shoulders should be horizontal. At the horizontal level, if you had a broomstick going across, your shoulders left to right, right to left should be about the same height, meaning horizontally, right? Okay. side to side, and close. Both arms back. When I do this movement, arms together at the same time. Okay? Bend, straight. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Keep going, you got it. You got it. When I do here, you got it. Keep your arms there, keep going with your feet. So you stretch your leg. Now we're gonna take it to the side with our legs, and then we'll incorporate our arms. Side movement with our legs. You're gonna point up with your thumb. Ready? And go. Up, down, up, down. Up, down, up, keep going. Arms stay there. It's just to allow your body to reverse and make all of those nerve connections in your brain work. Keeps you alert. I'm gonna take this back. Back. So we're gonna go back actually and forward on this one. Because we're gonna do a bicep, tricep. So one leg stays forward, and that leg you're gonna have your weight resting on your thigh. So I'm gonna go side to show you. Just putting that arm back, but then you gotta make sure you drop your shoulder back. Exhale, inhale. Tap with your feet as you do this. Pull that leg that's behind you. Pull that. It's hard to tell with my dress here, the skirt. It's hard to tell, but you gotta push that hip forward when you go here. And then it's your, so I'm gonna go back normal. So I'm gonna twist in my neck. Keep your arm back. We're gonna switch leg, switch arms, and do this to the opposite side. Switch to the the legs first, sorry. Rest your weight and hand on the front leg. Bring your other arm back, thumb, however you want. If you want to follow me, put it on straight on the weight and back. Extend, bend. Extend with your arm back. Just like this. Arm stays back, elbow stays back, and thumb is pointing down and forward. Down and back and forward. You got it. Okay, now we're gonna take it back to side. We're gonna stay open, go wide. We're gonna pulse down into a squat. And your bicep. Working those legs and your arms. So you're not unrolling your arms. You stay in that curl position. You're not even going at 90 degrees. Below the shoulders, and then hand, shoulder height. As you push down through your heels, working your glutes, feet pointing out, 30, 40%, 45% out degrees, I mean. Keep going, a few more. Chin slightly down and pull the belly in as you squeeze your bum. Whew, good. And deep. stretch and back straight. Deep, deep, and rest the weights on top of your thighs as you lift your shoulders and squeeze your shoulder blades back. Elbows back. It's opening the chest. And you're creating increased resistance in your thighs. If it's too much on your knees, then do not push down. It's very gently though. It's just enough to make me squeeze my shoulder blades and stretch my chest as I'm retracting my shoulder blades. And do that motion, multidimensional, through my entire body as these socks are really getting me hot. That was fun wearing them, but I'm not gonna do it again. And it's only 18 degrees in here, Celsius. I'm still hot right now. Yes, welcome menopause. All right, shake all of this. You did amazing. All right, so we're gonna take this. You can keep the weight if you want to do it with weight. You're going to stretch here. Or if you want not to wear the weight, to have the weight, then put the weight down. Or keep the weight here if you want. As you do your stretch, it's gonna add resistance again if you keep the weights on. And stretch, point, flex, point, flex, point. So my knee is over my foot, my knee is over my toes, okay? So I'm staying in that stretch position. If that becomes too much, you can drop your body in front of you horizontally and then switch leg. So also if it's too difficult to stay here and be up here, doing this one, I'm gonna do a few just to balance out both sides, but I'm showing you after that the other version. So stay tuned in just a few seconds. All right, the other version is to be fully on the one leg, and then you can put your weight here if you have the balance, or just put your weights down. And then point and flex. You could do this as well without your shoe, if it's too difficult to flex and go forward. The other option is without your shoes. I prefer to do this one without my shoes, so I'm gonna show you what it looks like without my shoe. It was a bit too tight, so it wasn't coming off. There you go. There you go. So soon I'm gonna take my other shoe off, just to show you the other one, and we're gonna finish by some nice stretches. And switch side. So here, so you're all the way on this foot. It's good to do both. The one I did earlier, and then after that do this one. But if you can't do the one I just did earlier, just go straight to this movement. You're into a stretch here. You're stretching here. You're stretching here. You're working on your ankle flexibility, and then you're pointing and flexing through the ankle of the leg that's straight. If you can be up straight to do this, great. With your shoe on this leg, that gives you more support. Otherwise, challenge yourself like this. With the weight, without the weight, with shoes, without shoes. So without weight and with shoes is easier. Just put the weight to the side, far enough. And I'm gonna go down to the floor and stretch. Forward and up. Flex your foot and go as far forward as you can. If it's too hard to go forward from the floor like this, get a friend, such as a roller you could sit on if you have flexibility and balance, I should say. Otherwise, grab a Bosu ball, or here a stepper, and use that to give you height, so you can go forward into that stretch to work on stretching hip adductors. So you could be just here, and that's okay. Flex and then go forward. If it's too hard on your heels, then keep your shoes on and stretch forward. From here, point and flex. tight, you can just do this movement, and that's gonna help you to gain more strength. Or you can be just here if you really can't bend your knees, or straighten your knees and the two bend. Literally bend them more and rock back and forth. Go from one side to the other just to open through the hips. You can even go further and like go around your hip. Both hands inside your hands and then outside of your hands, so it's more challenging on this side for me. Here I can leave this knee out while both of my hands are out of the center, space, because this is more open on me. So you'll have one side that's more open. Here, see, I can't bring my arm down. Fascia restriction. My knee wants to cave in because it's too tight in this hip girdle. So I can't, unless I do this, unless I compromise, I cannot touch the floor on this side. It's okay. Know your limits and then just work with that. So if I do touch, then I do this, okay? So that's a compromise your body does. So be aware of that. Look at yourself in a mirror. Make sure you, if you don't know what you're doing, that with the cues and the tips that I'm giving you, you can learn to find those areas where you have restrictions. Now with the restrictions like in the hips, watch my triple point release videos for hips and back pain. All of the stretches videos are amazing as well. So I hope you enjoy this workout with weights. I've never used the weights yet because again I do so much calisthenic movement every day with my job. I never use weights, and yet I have muscles in my body even at 50 years old. And again, that is because my genetics, but also the career that I have chosen, and that's keeping me in very good shape. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me today in another episode of Healthy Body by Sophie. You have yourself a wonderful, amazing rest of your day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are out there. Namaste. See you soon. Make sure you subscribe because, as I said before, we are going to France in a few months and we're going to have lots of adventure to do. So yes, subscribe, follow us. Take care. Namaste. Ciao. Bye-bye. Au revoir.